Okay, so this video is about entertainment, hip hop, pop music, and how race plays into that topic. And also Iggy Azalea and how, so the dynamic of Iggy Azalea, race, entertainment. And why many African American people have had such a frustration with her success. So I want to talk about that. Um, when I first saw Iggy, I knew she was a star. I saw it right away. I could see it. Now, this was 2012. Most of you guys didn't even know her name. I saw a video of her on YouTube, and I just knew. Sometimes you just know. It's just like when I first saw Alicia Keys. I believe it was on BET when her first single came out. And I knew, I knew right away that she was going to be a star, that it was a star in the making. Some people it's just in their energy, it's just very obvious. And it was the same for me with Iggy. I just saw something about her. I believe this was March of 2012. And I actually emailed a few friends of mine. And I posted a video of hers, and I had said that, she's got something. She's got that it factor. And I think she's going to be big. And so a couple years later, boom, Fancy comes out. Everybody knows Iggy's name. She blew up pretty fast. She blew up quite fast. And that was part of the frustration that's a big part of the frustration within the African American communities, is that, for one, okay, this is number one. Many of us, and this is in hip hop and R&B, many of us know that we're putting on what you could call, for lack of a better term, a coon act. We're talking about shooting people that we've never shot before, and we're talking about doing all kind of crazy stuff that we don't do, and look at me with my bling bling. Basically putting on a show that we feel that we almost have no other choice to do, because this is the nature of what the industry has become. It's just like when KRS-One came to us at the University of Pittsburgh while I was there, and he talked about how the industry at a point in time, this is like in late 80s or early mid 90s, where they just shelved all of the intelligent hip hop and just focused on the gangster rap. Like, this is the thing now, gangster rap. And so many of us are merely fitting into the molds that are set for us, the formatting of those in power within the industries that basically give us a position, like on a team. You got your owners, and then you got the players. The players have to fall in line with the owner. And so what frustrates us on a certain level is you take an Iggy or any white rapper, right, where they actually have, in a sense, there's ironies here. But on one level, they have the ability to be whatever they want to be. Meaning, and you see it in movies too. So, like, in other words, a Justin Timberlake could be like almost anything. Like, in a movie, he could even be like a gangster, and he's almost played like some kind of thugged out roles, but then he could also be the sweet guy too. But that's more rare for African American characters within entertainment. So you have a few that can pull that off, right? Like a Denzel Washington, yeah. But most of the times it's more extreme. And Sinbad just talked about this on radio, how, you're either one or the other. You're like the family type, or you're the thug. And it's kind of one or the other. And in hip-hop, because hip-hop, hip-hop is everything. Hip-hop is life. Hip-hop is an individual. That's what hip-hop is. Individual... originally an individual who was African American or Latino within the urban areas. So it's an individual speaking, not a plastic figure, not a two-dimensional figure, but a actual personality who has things to say, a platform to express any and everything. And so we've been marginalized. The African American voice has been marginalized to fit, just like in our movies, okay, gangster. That's what we need from you. Shoot 'em up, kill 'em, or I got bling bling and all of that kind of stuff. So then when you take a white rapper or a Caucasian rapper doing what we feel like we've kind of been forced, we've been marginalized to do, and then they get the biggest level of success for that marginalization, for what you can say is like a minstrel act, it hits us in all kind of ways. And there's a lot of frustration with that. And so that's just a piece of the frustration that's there. Ironically, I said there's irony here. You know, originally I don't think Iggy was necessarily accepted by anybody or taken seriously at first, because, you know, who's this Barbie looking girl that wants to rap? But, you know, once you get the respect of the African American community, or at least by some of us, or you have a few heavy hitters in there, you got T.I., right? Then now a platform is set for you to take off. So that's kind of what happened with Iggy, and that's part of the frustration. You know, I have mixed emotions personally with Iggy. You know, I mean, all in all, I don't wish anybody harm, or I don't wish anybody bad luck in their life. I wish everyone prosperity. But I am also recognizing and acknowledging all of what I just said, that, you know, that's part of the frustration we'll feel, because on one hand, within this construct of big business, when you have a machine behind you, in order for many rappers to have the machine behind them, they have to stay in a certain two-dimensional state of consciousness. And that's extremely frustrating and humiliating. You know, you can even take Jay-Z himself, who said at one point, you know, lyrically, I'm common sense, meaning rapper Common Sense, who's one of my favorite rappers. He now calls himself just Common. So he said, lyrically, I want to rap like Common Sense, but I made 5 mil, so I ain't been rapping like Common Sense. So that kind of says it all right there. Yeah, that's about it for now with that one. Peace.